Good afternoon, B as Ed 2D. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. It is 2:42 in the afternoon on my clock, and I have here two participants for today's discussion. Okay. I want to remind everyone to please maximize your participation in today's discussion by raising your hand or by clicking the raise hand button on your screen and um, typing your answer on the chat box. Okay. But first, I want to ask, am I audible? Is my voice clear on your end?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. How about my presentation? Is it clear also?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. To start our discussion, I will present a collection of pictures. It is like a photo story about a day in a life of a board taker. So please listen carefully as I present them, and I will probably call your attention by your names. Okay? Are we good with that?
Yes, sir. Yes po, sir.
Okay. Let's start. A day in the life of a board taker. So a journey to success in life. Nate is a board taker, particularly licensure exam or licensure examination for professional teachers, which is LTP. So on August 15, Nate was supposed to take the exam. Again, on August 15, Nate was supposed to take the exam. He went to, what is this place? Anyone? Yes, Miss Joshua?
Bulacan State University po, sir.
Correct. It is the Bulacan State University. Nate went to BulSU. Okay? So Nate brought a backpack with him. All of his necessary things are inside his backpack. He went there to take the exam, to start his future. Again, he went there to take the exam and to start his future. While walking on the hallway, he saw his. Who is this? Anyone? Yes, Miss Crystal?
It is his teacher.
Very good. He saw his teacher on the hallway. So Nate greeted his teacher, good morning, and then he proceeded to his room. So fast forward. The exam finished already. He went off and saw his fellow, no, he saw his fellow taker. They talked with each other about their preparations for the exam. So according to Nate, he enrolled in a, are you familiar with this one? Anyone? Yes, Miss Joshua?
Yes, sir. I'm quite familiar. Is that a review center po, sir?
Mm-hmm, correct. It is the review center. So, according to Nate, he enrolled in a review center upon his preparation for the examination. So, Nate also shared about his struggles while taking the exam. And for him, it was the computation type that was the hardest. He struggled computing the numbers and um, he struggled calculating the numbers. After that, they bid their goodbyes and good luck. So months later, the result was released. And for his surprise, Nate got a, everyone,
Paper, paper. Perfect score po, sir.
okay, perfect score. Very good. So with Nate's perseverance and faith and dedication, he got a perfect score. So that is the story of Nate's A Day in a Life as a board taker. So did you get all of the pictures? Let us recognize them once more. Okay, let us go back. What does this picture illustrate, Miss Joshua?
Sir, it is a calendar po, particularly August 15.
Okay, thank you. How about this one, Miss Crystal?
It is the Bulacan State University.
Mm-hmm. This this picture, Miss Joshua.
Is that Nate's backpack po?
Yes, it is the backpack. Correct. Next picture.
Um, it's it's board exam or a licensure exam, sir.
Okay, it's a board exam or a licensure exam. Correct. How about this one? Miss Crystal again.
His teacher, sir.
Okay, thank you. Next picture.
That's Nate's fellow taker po.
Okay. How about the seventh picture?
Um, a review center, sir.
Okay, thank you, Miss Crystal. And next picture.
Calculation, sir. I think it's least favorite part of the test.
Oh, do you think so, Miss Joshua?
Uh, yes, sir, because that is the only part where uh, it is said that Nate struggled answering his exam.
Okay, good observation. And for the last one, Miss Crystal.
Um, perfect, perfect score of newspapers, sir.
Okay, perfect score of Nate's paper. Good job, everyone. And now I will divide the picture into two. So one of you has four pictures, while the other one has five pictures. Okay, for this activity, you will think and formulate a question regarding the picture. So I presented to you um, a series of pictures earlier, and you will create a question based from the context of the story. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes. Here are your pictures for Crystal. You will have a calendar, a university, a backpack, and a board exam. While Joshua, you will have the teacher, a fellow taker in a review center, computations, as well as Nate's exam paper. So 5 minutes starts now. Okay, let's commence, people. Can you see my presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes po.
Um, for the first picture, Miss Crystal, give me the question.
Okay, pause, sir. Um, when when did Nate leave?
Or when did Nate take the exam? Okay, next one.
Where did Nate go?
Where did Nate go? Where did no, no, no. Where did Nate go? How about the third one?
What did Nate bring with him?
What did Nate bring with him? What did Nate bring with him? And the last one for you, Miss Crystal.
Why did Nate go to the university?
Why did Nate go to the university? Thank you, Miss Crystal. Let's now have Miss Joshua.
The fifth picture po is who did Nate see?
Okay. Who did Nate see? How about the second picture? Is that the next picture?
Whom did Nate shared with his preparations po?
Okay. But that's too long. How about whom did Nate talk to? So it's like um it's the same it's the same context. Next,
Um, for a review center, how did Nate prepare for the exam?
how did Nate prepare for the exam? Good. Second to the last one,
Which part of the exam did Nate struggle with?
which part of the exam did Nate struggle with? Okay. For the last one, Miss Joshua,
Whose exam got the perfect score po?
whose exam got the perfect score? Okay. So all of your answers are good. Nice answers, Miss Joshua and Miss Crystal. So will you please read the sentences or the question, Miss Joshua?
Again, sir?
Will you please read the questions, all of them?
Yes, sir. When did Nate take the exam? Where did Nate go? What did Nate bring with him? Why did Nate go to the university? Who did Nate see? Whom did Nate talk to? How did Nate prepare for the exam? Which part of the exam did Nate struggle with? Whose exam got the perfect score?
Okay, thank you, Miss Joshua. Let me highlight this part. Okay, this one. For a while. There. So, what do you think is the function of this? When, where, what, why, who, whom, how, which, and who. So, what do you think is the function of this based on the illustration showed a while ago? Anyone? Yes, Miss Crystal?
Uh, I think, sir, they are used to ask open questions.
Okay. They are also called question words. And these question words, according to Miss Crystal, they are used to ask open questions. So thank you. Now, how about I remove them? I remove this part. It, uh, okay. So since I removed them, will you please uh, choose a part and then state the correct question word? It goes like this. You will read the incomplete sentence. Did Nate take the exam? And then you will state the answer or the question word. And then you say the full answer. Okay? Did Nate take the exam? And then your question word. And then you will read the whole part. Okay? Is it good, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Let's start with you, Miss Crystal. Choose choose a part.
Okay, sir. Mm, um, Did not see. I think, sir, it is who did
Who?
not see.
Okay, thank you. Correct. Now we have Jasha.
I'll choose did they talk to?
Did Nate talk
Uh,
to
I think it is whom
whom?
whom did they talk to?
Correct. Next, Crystal.
Um, I choose did not bring with him. I think it is what did
What?
not bring with him.
What did Nate bring with him? Correct. Fourth one, Miss Jasha.
Um, I'll choose part of the exam did Nate struggled with. I think it is which part of the
Which?
exam did Nate struggle with?
Okay. Next, we have Miss Crystal.
Um, I choose exam got the perfect score. I think it is whose exam got the perfect score.
Whose exam got the perfect score? Correct. Next one, Miss Jasha.
So sorry, sir. I'll choose did Nate go.
Did Nate go?
I think it is where. Where did
Where?
Nate go?
Correct. Next, we have Miss Crystal again.
I chose did not prepare for the exam,
Did Nate
and
prepare?
and I think it is how did not prepare for the exam.
Okay, correct. And second to the last, Miss Jasha.
I'll choose did Nate go to the university? So I think it is why. Why did Nate go to the university?
Why did Nate go to the university? And for the last one, Miss Crystal.
Did not take the exam. I think it is when did not take the exam.
When did Nate take the exam? Okay, thank you. All of your answers are correct. Now, let's try this way. Okay, we will have a conversation between the two of you, Miss Jasha and Miss Crystal. So you will ask a series of questions to each other. For example, Miss Jasha will ask Miss Crystal, and then Miss Crystal will answer the question from Miss Jasha, and then after that, she will ask Miss Jasha again. So vice versa. Someone will ask, and then someone will answer, and then that person will ask another person also. Okay? You will do it vice versa until you get the whole point. Do you understand, people?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so let's start. Miss Joshua, go ask Miss Crystal.
Okay, sir. Hi, Miss Crystal. How are you?
I'm fine. What's your lunch?
My lunch is sinigang. What about you? When is your birthday?
My birthday is on December 16th. Where do you live?
I live in Bulacan, San Ildefonso, Bulacan. And which country would you like to visit? Canada or United States?
I prefer Canada. Why did you take BSS English?
So I took this course because I love teaching and English language is my very first choice from the start.
Okay, that's enough. I think you are now familiar as how to use this question word. Now, let us now proceed to the discussion. Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, those are question words. So we call them what we had earlier as is or are called question words. So let us define first what is question words. A question words are words that are used to ask a question and or to get a specific information. If you want to know something, if you want to get information from someone, you will ask that person. And through asking, you will use question words because you can never ask a question, a specific answer or a specific information from that person if you will not use this question words. Okay? Next, we have question words are commonly found in an open question. So, as to what Miss Crystal, I guess, as to what Miss Crystal said a while ago, question words, the function of these question words are to use them in an open question. So, what is an open question? It is a question that do not have simple yes or no answer. If you ask that person, you will not answer a specific yes or you will not answer a simple yes. You will answer a specific information based on what he or she is asking. Like for example, when is your birthday? You will not answer yes because it is not appropriate. You need to answer that question based on what is asking. So, when is your birthday? And then you answered your specific birthday. Okay? Imagine a person answering the question yes, okay? Like this one. Um did what is your lunch? And then you answered yes. So it is kind of horrible to hear such information or hear such answers like that. Okay? Third definition, we have question words are also called WH questions. So as you noticed from the question words we had earlier, they are all starting with W and H, WH. Um, except for the only one, which is how. However, it is also part of the WH question because it is also starting with letter H. Okay, so these are also called WH questions. Next part, we have the 9 common question words in English. Let's start. When? When are questions about time? If you want to ask a specific time or a date, you will use the question word when. We have what? These are questions about things, idea, or an action. Say, for example, what is your last name? Um, what grade are you in? And then we have why. These are questions about reasons. So if you want to know something, an information or a reason to that person, you will use the question word why. So for example, why are you laughing? Why did you study English? Okay. Next we have where. These are questions about places or directions. So if someone asks you using this where, you will answer a place or a direction. Next, we have who. These are questions about people, a person, specifically a name of a person. How are questions about manner, condition, and process. Say, for example, how do you cook sinigang? How far is the restaurant? Something like that. Okay. Whom are questions about the object of a verb or preposition. Say, for example, whom was Chris talking to? Or in our example, whom did Nate talk to? Next, we have which. Questions about choices between two or more namings. I will elaborate this one later. But these are questions about choices. You have two or more choices when you use the question word which. Lastly, we have whose. Whose are questions about possession. An owner or someone who is owning that specific object. Say, for example, whose jacket is this? Whose mobile phone is this? Whose marker is on the floor? I hope you understand this lesson. Okay? As I mentioned earlier, we will discuss the question word which by differentiating what and which. So, what is used when the question is general? If someone is asking you what, it is more like a general question. It is a broad question. And then which is used when there are two or more possibilities in the question. So if you use what, you are asking a more general question, while if you use which, you will ask a specific question. To understand this definition, let us have this example. What is the tallest mountain in the world? Which mountain is taller, Mount Everest or Mount Apo? So as you can see, um, using the question word what, there are no choices in the question. You can answer anything or any mountain that is tallest. Okay, you can answer Mount Everest or something in your country or a mountain from other countries that you think is the tallest mountain. So it is a more general question, like unlike the which question word. So in here, in which question word, we have the question includes a choice of possible answers. So you have a choice. You have two choices. Say, for example, Mount Everest or Mount Apo. You can answer either of the two. So if someone asks you which mountain is taller, Mount Everest or Mount Apo, you can only answer um, a mountain based from the choices. You cannot answer other mountains, only Mount Everest and Mount Apo. So I hope you understand. Do you understand, people?
Yes, professor.
Okay, thank you. Let us now have how often and when. This second part, how often and when, is another confusion to language users, no, language speakers. How often is used to ask about the frequency with which someone does an activity. It is how many times you do it, something like that. And then when is used to ask about the specific time that they do something. There is a specific day or date when you do that thing. Let us now have this example. How often do you visit your family? And then he answered, I usually visit my family twice a month. The frequency there is twice a month. So there are no specific answer with um, what what day in a month he visits his family. So it is vague. It is more general also. While on the when question word, when do you go to the dentist for your cleaning? He replied, I go to my dentist every 6 months. So, for example, you go to your dentist on June, and then after 6 months, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, on December, he will go to the dentist again. So, there is a specific time when something happens. Okay? Do you follow, people?
Yes, professor.
Okay, thank you. Now that we are familiar on the different question words as well as the difference between using what and which, how often and when, let us have a game. Okay, let's practice. So this game is called photo quiz. I will flash a series of pictures with their definition, and then you try to think of a question using words based on the sentences on each picture. So are you ready, people?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Again, you will think of a question using question words based on the sentence. Who wants to go first? Any volunteers? Yes, Miss Joshua. Okay, here's the picture. Um, I bet all of you know her. She is Catriona Gray. It says here that Catriona Gray won Miss Universe 2018. So, Miss Joshua, what can we ask based on the sentence?
I think, sir, who won the Miss Universe 2018?
Good job. Or it could be who won the Miss Universe title because we are referring to a person. That's why we are going to use who. Okay, thank you. How about you, Miss Crystal? Okay, this is the picture. It says on the screen, Intramuros is located in Manila City. So this is one of the historical places in our country. This is also called the World City. And now, what is your answer, Miss Crystal?
Um, my answer is where is Intramuros located?
Okay, where is Intramuros located? Correct. Since it refers to a place, we will ask a question by using where. Next picture, let's have Miss Joshua again. The picture says Sampaguita is the national flower of the Philippines. So this flower has a soothing smell and you can find it everywhere. So what is your question, Miss Joshua?
My question would be, what is the national flower of the Philippines po?
Very good. The statement talks about a thing, which is ang pagita. And so we will use what to ask about it. Okay? Thank you, Miss Jasha. Let us proceed to the next picture. It says here that Dr. Jose Rizal was born on June 19, 1861. So he is our national hero. And what is your question, Miss Crystal?
Um, when is the birthday of Dr. Jose Rizal?
Dr. Jose Rizal, or it could be when was Dr. Jose Rizal born? Nice answer, Miss Crystal. Let us have the last picture. Volcanoes erupt when magma rises to the surface. So what do you think is the right question word or the right question for this one, Miss Joshua?
I think, sir, why do volcanoes erupt?
Okay, correct. Because the statement explains why do volcanoes erupt, and it is because when the molten rock or magma rises to the surface, volcanic eruption occurs. So we use why for this statement. Okay. So thank you, Miss Joshua. And I think that ends my presentation. It looks like you have learned a lot from today's discussion, from the question word up to the commonly used question words. Okay. So do not forget all of their functions where when asking. Okay. The nine common question words. That's it. Thank you for listening. I will see you next meeting. Always remember, spread the knowledge you have and keep smiling. Okay? I am Alquin Carl Pineda or Sir Alquin Carl Pineda saying, have a great day. Okay? Bye, students. Bye.
Goodbye, sir. Thank you
Bye.
po.
Thank you po.